Probably the best line ever. If this class doesn't officially get changed to opened, I'll be sad. It was epic.
30 seconds.
Here we go. About to get going here in a second. I haven't raced since Powell. Only ridden about an hour or two. I was sick in January and had to work for the second race. I forget where it was, but I didn't get to go. Czars. Anyway.
There's your point. There's your nods.
Not the worst start for me. Right now, look like I'm in fourth, maybe. And someone else passes there. Fifth, I guess. This is a little soft. I didn't know what to make of it. Just kind of following. It's like, you know, I always have the thought process at the beginning. I'm not going to do anything crazy. See, I don't. This guy, it's a kid on a super mini looking bike. I could have sworn he had a yellow sticker, so I don't know if he started with the wrong class or what. But he's definitely faster than us. Watch him. He just disappears here in a second. So all I could guess is that he missed his start and just decided to go with us. That's fine. That caught me off guard a little bit. So like I said, at the beginning here, I just usually get into a mindset of just follow for a minute, get into the flow a little bit. I think this is the first time on this property for TORCS to race here, I'm pretty sure, so what you know, may or may not look obvious here is this is pretty soft dirt. There's no real base under it yet, it's just soft and dug in, which is nice. I mean, it's not that, there's moisture in it because it rained a few days before the race, but it's very choppy. You may or may not be able to tell, but there's lots of braking bumps and then accelerating bumps come out of every corner. So it was kind of this jackhammer all day, at least for me. I probably should have messed with my clickers after practice, but I didn't. I just, you know, take a few months off, you kind of forget about how to set up for a race. And that was me. I just was glad to be able to go. I'm on my practice wheels and tires, which was kind of dumb. I should have put on my better set of wheels and tires, but I didn't. Back tire's kind of worn. The front tire is okay, but the inner tube has a leak in it. And for running around practice, it's no big deal. I just air it up right before I go out, and then I do a few laps on my practice spot, and that's it. Well, I didn't check it after yesterday. This is, I'm recording this Sunday morning. I didn't check it after the practice lap. I just did the old thumb test, and it's like, it still feels okay. Well, what I noticed eventually by, I don't know, halfway through the third lap is it definitely feels like it was going down. And I confirmed it at the end of the race, you know, when I caught that branch there with my right arm. That really hurt. It missed all of the plastic little guards and shit that I wear in my little undershirt vest and just hit right on my upper arm. Nice little bruise today. But anyway, yeah, when I was loading the bike onto the truck, I noticed the front tire was really low. And I didn't notice it until, you know, just as I was packing up. And yeah, it had like 2 pounds of air in it. So it was like, you know, last half or last third of lap 3 and then all of lap 4. I mean, I was tired physically, but I just felt like I didn't have any it was harder to steer the bike, and I just chalked it up to me being out of shape, which is usually the case. But I think a fair bit of that now is probably just the front tire was just all mushy and plowing it. Like the bike felt squishy, but I just figured that was me just being a, you know, out of shape slob. Which, yeah, half of it probably was me, but the other half I'm going to chalk it up a little bit to that tire. And now I really need to fix it instead of just airing it up and hoping it stays full of air. You know, I haven't looked at it. I mean, I could have picked up a thorn. There was a fair number of those thorny bushes and branches everywhere on this property. So I mean, maybe I picked up a thorn, but I mean the tire already, I know it had a leak in it, but I just wish I'd have checked it before the race. I'm an idiot. We're still sort of in that beginning conga line here. I can hear somebody behind me. I don't know who it is. You know, I mean, as you can tell, there's a few bikes in a row here. This first lap for me is always sort of an exploratory. How did the track change after the pro practice? Because those guys made a bunch of new lines. And, like, I don't know why I went right for that big rut instead of to the left of it, but whatever. I see a lot of that. There's a, I don't remember where it is, but there's a super deep couple of muddy, ruddy sections that were just, man. Everything else, there's dust and, you know, oh, that hill here. It's hard to tell, but it's just covered in stones and pebbles. And the first time I came up to here, I forgot which way I went in practice, so I went this way, which was dumb. You gotta do all these little drop-offs. And then somebody gets around me right here, because I should have took the left line. I don't know why. I did this the first 2 laps. I wasn't paying attention. And on this hill, I forgot what happens at the top. Sometimes you come over the top of these and it's an immediate left or a right, but this one went straight. Now I remember, but that first lap again, I'm like, I don't know what it does at the top of this hump or wall or whatever. I'm gonna just podunk it. So, you know, that guy got around me. That's fine. I mean, so I'm not really in this to try to win so much. It's just have a good time, try to do the best. And now the class doesn't even pay points, so there's really no pressure to try to do anything. It was always just bragging rights, but now it's literally only bragging rights. You can't even point at the points at the end of the year and go, hi, look where I finished. Which, that's fine. Hopefully, I get back into riding shape here after having this time off. I'll maybe be good enough to think about moving up to C. Because, oh, here we go. Yeah, this is where that muddy mess was, man. I mean, everybody's getting stuck. That guy's stuck. I followed the, I don't know her name, but the girl there in white. She had the right line. It got through pretty good. That other guy looked like he just was bogged down. Like, well, who knows? As the day wore on, the right side lines actually filled up with water a little bit. So I don't know where that was coming from, but unless it's just deep in the ground there and it started seeping up as we dug down to it, I don't know. But everywhere else, it's just like this, just enough moisture to be great. I mean, there's a decent rut here that forms, and this one becomes a really good long rut to get out of. It's starting to suck you in, but it's not full of water. I liked this course in general. I like this kind of riding where there's not just crazy amounts of up and down, up and down, up and down, you know. This is more similar to the kind of places I practice at, where it's mostly just flat turns and maybe a little, you know, tree stuff, right? Like, in some tight spots here. I mean, I don't know what I was doing here. rode up out of the rut. Idiot. I think I was reaching for my water. Not paying attention. Rocky things that just, man, I'm not good on that stuff. It makes the bike swim around. Like, I don't want to touch the brake, I'm going to trust the front. These little washout things, you have to be careful with those. I mean, I'm not good enough to just kind of hop over them like later in the race when the fast guys were lapping us, you know, the top C guys or whatever. They were like either wheeling through it or just sort of bunny hop over it. It was pretty impressive. I don't know how to do that, so I lock up the brakes and just kind of bounce through it. Trying to remember where the track goes next. I think we're maybe a little bit to go, but the finish section was interesting because it had this optional hard line that had a bunch of logs and a big tire wall. And I never did it. I didn't try it because that's not, you know, I don't have the skills to do that stuff. But the alternate line took me about a minute, so I mean, going over the hard line would have saved a lot of time. I know because I was watching guys do it. But, you know, with a decent run, you could get over it in about 10 or 15 seconds. So, you know, the go around cost you 45 seconds, if not a little more. But you know, my safety calculation goes. Well, you know, the go around is easy. I'm not gonna wipe out and, like, you know, crack my head on the ground or on a log, so I'll just pay the price of time. And I'd also hate to be the guy that wipes out in the middle of that mess and then blocks it up for everybody coming behind me. I don't want to be that guy. If I can avoid it. And that's one you can avoid because they literally give you an option line. So maybe I'll practice that kind of stuff. Let's see, I mean, I'm going to be 58 in a couple of months, so you know, my aversion to getting hurt is pretty high. I don't know how many years left I got to do this kind of stuff. I don't want to spend a bunch of it recovering from wrecks and broken bones. I don't know if you can hear me there, but what I was saying is my general philosophy in a lot of these races is find a guy that's going about my speed or that comfortable speed and try to stick with them. I think that's what I was saying there. It was not easy to pick up, but I remember saying that at one point, so I'm pretty sure that was what I was saying right there. This guy's going a good pace that I like. I'm like, alright, just gonna hang here. Stay out of the roost, but stay close. Because there are rocks on some of these spots. There's a guy in front of you getting on it. You feel a little bit of it. I mean, not like moto roost, but it's still not great. So yeah, just latch on and try to follow. We'll see. see there's a lot of little whooped out, breaking, bumpy kind of things. They're not huge whoops, but there's stutter bump kind of stuff. And man, you know, I should have adjusted my suspension. I had it kind of stiff because I wasn't sure what this place was going to be. But it was wearing me out already, even at the end of this first lap. I don't know. I think I get that far. I don't get the whole race here. It cuts off sometime in the middle of lap 3. But there's a point somewhere along the line where I start just talking about how I'm just beat up already from all the jackhammer. But I mean, I think I could have fixed that with some clicker adjustments. I just didn't. Once you're in the race, it's too late. You just deal with it. That's, you know, one of those things, you know. I should have done it after practice. But I got out of the habit by missing the last few races. And the settings I use for my practice area, I already know what those are. I just go right to them. I mean, usually that's what the bike is just left at. I stiffened them up for this race because I didn't know if this was going to be just super deep sand or what. And I don't like it when it's when the suspension is too soft and deep sand, because it just gets, you're adding wallow to sandy wash already, which makes it double worse. The bike just really feels swampy. I mean, I don't know if that's the right philosophy, but that's how I see it. If the bike is porpoising too much in sand, it really gets you off balance. That's how I feel anyway. Out of this place. And now I think we're coming around to the option at the finish, it feels like. I'm trying to remember how this goes. I did 4 laps on it yesterday. You'd think I'd remember, but I don't. I need to do some tuning on the bike. It feels you can hear a little bit of breakup. I'm not sure what's causing that, but whatever happened when it sat for a couple of months here, but I need to pull the car apart, I think. But just didn't have time. I thought I was going to have to work yesterday, but I didn't, so I managed to get up and go do the race. Here it is. You can see the left, there's the big logs. And then this is this little option line, little kind of moto tracky thing. That was a really soft corner, and everything felt like I was washing out every time I went into it, so I almost ate it in practice, coming into that a little too fast, and so I really was tiptoed through it because I didn't want to wipe out. So I gotta just give up a few seconds there, it's fine. And then this corner, it's kind of off camber, but it's also sort of hard pack and dusty, and then I lose it. I mean, I was trying to stop there, and I just slid all the way to that soft apron of dust. It's kind of another mental, you know, lesson. Remember that, you know, that thing's soft. It's hard to always remember, but I mentioned that because in the next lap, I'm still, I don't want to say battling, but I'm in a race with the guy that's in front of me right now. And he comes around up the inside of me just on that little left-hand sweeper part. And I think he was, came in a little pot, maybe. We didn't make contact, but he really carried me wide. I heard him coming, and I started to move over because I didn't know what was going to happen. And it was fine. We made it without banging bars, but after that, when we got past the start finish, he kind of held up a hand. Like, I think that was this, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, which is cool. That's fine. It's racing. I didn't think. I mean, you can hear in the video. When we get there, I don't even make a mention of it. I don't even go, hey, what's up, man? I don't. Because I didn't care. It's fine. I just figured someone's gonna overtake, whatever. But I think when he started pushing me out, and I drifted out to not make contact, I think maybe he felt like he was making a mistake. It's like, I don't care, dude. It's fine. But then after that, I didn't see him. I don't know if he pulled off. I don't know what happened. But, I mean, he checked up after the start finish, held the hand up, and then, I don't know. I don't know if he pulled off. But, anyway. It looks like drama when you see it, but it's not. Like I said, I'll try to shut my mouth during that part of the video, and you'll hear I don't even react. I don't care. Like right there, that's where I was talking about. Barely into lap 2, and I'm already complaining that my calves are smoked from having to stand so much through all these bumps. I mean, that's what happens when haven't ridden very much since early December, and I'm just already smoked. And my what do you call it, the shin muscle on the front of your leg, right? Shin splint. I don't know. I guess that's what you get when you have it torn up. But that shin muscle, those were already baked from trying to stand on my toes, and like they tell you, put your balls of your feet, right? Well, that makes everything flex in your legs, your lower leg, calves, and shins. Yeah, man, I'm locking up already. This is just into lap 2. Overcooked that corn. A lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas, but I wish I'd have put on a better set of tires. This tire I got on the back is just hard as a rock. And on that dusty surface like that, it just skates. Trying to work on that. Like, a lot of times I just kind of drift between corners instead of getting on it, I can tell it works because, I kind of had given him a gap here and started to catch back up a little bit. I mean, he may have made a mistake, but still, I try to consciously think about it now. Don't just coast to the next corner, which is obvious to people that know what they're doing, but I'm still pretty, I've been putting videos out on this for a good year and a half, but I haven't done that many races. And I didn't grow up racing. I just coming back to this after decades. So, and I kept thinking I wanted to jump that little jump there, but I didn't. It's like I'm not that good at that stuff, and the last thing I need to do is go jumping into those trees. But it looked like it would have been kind of a fun one, but whatever. I'm not at that level yet. Rocky climb again. I can't remember. it still has the off-camera left. It's dusty at the bottom. It's like barely touched the gas. It's just wah, 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 wah. Yeah, there you go. If I took the inside, avoid the giant rut. Smart, finally. Oh, here's some hill. Yeah, I'm just swimming all over the place like an idiot. And the camera doesn't really show it, but yeah, you can see the front wheel twisting left and right. And again, I'm looking at this thing going, I don't know, man, going left, I couldn't see the entrance, so I kept doing this middle line, just slow, and then another guy gets around me, so that's 2 laps in a row. Yeah, I said it right there. Second lap in a row, I got past there. I need to adjust my line or try that other line. So, 3rd and 4th lap I did. I kind of checked up waiting on those guys to get to the top because I could see this dude on the right was kind of looking like he was going a little slow. I didn't want to get stuck behind him. And, yeah, he was nice and got out of the way because he heard me coming, which is cool. Video ended, and there's the jump cut them together, so we missed a little bit, not too much. So now we got this little conga line of bikes. I know we're getting into that soft crap because that's the first set of ruts that are squishy. And here's another set. Everybody kind of just picked it. Here we go. Yeah, log and then all the nastiness. Everybody's jammed up. I'm like, try to split the middle here. That guy that I was following now is stuck out there. Now, you can see how deep his back wheel was buried, man. Didn't look fun. One of those little washout checkups. Just enough dust. I looked right, like I could have cut through there. I don't know why I didn't. I just sat here. I got dummy. That was a big old deep rut, and this is another big deep rut. Rut of doom. I kind of almost stalled out there. Or not stalled, but I think my peg. Yeah, my pegs were dragging. Yeah, I said the rut of doom. That was the worst it was. I think by the next lap or two, it got widened out enough where it didn't drag, but yeah, my pegs were dragging in that thing. I think it drug me to almost pretty much a stop, so it was rough. I mean, obviously not the end of the world, just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, here we go. I mean, it looks like a little conga line going. I don't know if all these guys are in the class or different classes or what. Once again, I'm way to the left there. I don't know why. I cut out some of the conga line. There was a couple of 3 minutes. I don't normally cut very much out of my videos, but that one I just cut because it was like, okay, come on, man. Get around him, and I don't think he's got a red dot. I'm trying to remember. I only watched enough of the video to glue it together and do a couple of edits. Now I'm watching it to do, in full, do commentary, live stream, right? Watching it in real time, talking about it. So I let that guy go by. squeezes by. So, you know, to the bold go the winds, right? But I think that guy was like a C guy anyway. You can see he's disappearing much faster. Okay, I let this guy go because yeah, another different class. And then he kind of badgers this guy enough to where he moves out of the way for both of us, I think. Oh no, he comes back over. It's fine. I mean, it's just, I've been, see, I can't tell, is that red or green or what is that? I finally get around him. I'm not good at picking that up. I don't look for the dots like in the race. I just look for a way around the guy. I don't think I'm good enough to, ask for the pass, like, and notice, say, different class, let me by. So, until I feel more confident that I'm doing that for the right reason, I'm not going to do it. I just wait for an opportunity to get around. Or if they move out of the way. I am kind of red-green colorblind, so for me it's not even, when I'm looking at an obvious red dot, I always pick it up. Going slower here when I don't have someone to follow, which, man, I should need to do better. I should be on here. This is straight. I'm just kind of just blipping it instead of get on it and coast all the way to here. Man, it's not how you get fast. Get on it, man. Way too slow, man. It's not even that big of a corner. I can tell I'm gated on this guy, so I'm trying to get a look at, is he in my class? I don't know. Yeah. Nope, not again. Just do my little go around. It's kind of fun. It's almost like a little baby moto section. All slow, getting out of there, all wiggly. And we're coming up to what I was talking about. You'll see in a second. I'll shut up here. I feel like it was innocent, so there's no controversy. that kind of fluffy crap, but that's fine. You know, like I said, I don't feel like that was mean-spirited. You'll see here in a second, he kind of holds his hand up, I guess. I'm assuming it's because he was trying to say, hey, sorry, or whatever. Yeah. That's cool. And I watched all the way to this soft crap. Man, I forgot about, I don't know why that corner caught me off guard so much. I did that almost every lap, just slide all the way to that fluffy berm. And then I overslowed there because I'm thinking it's the same thing, and it's not. It's a gentle right. It'd be nice if I could remember the course after a couple of laps. Drinking water. Trying to do it on straights because it's less sketchy for me. I almost choke. Still choking. Alright. Trying to get back on the gas.
Thank you.
I like that whole section here, and this into this one. This felt, you know, flowy. And it's choppy, but all right. Ooh, did I shoulder check that tree on the left? Gather myself there. Okay. Chill out. Doesn't hurt that bad. Big deep rut on the left that I tried to avoid. Then I went to the one on the right and cross-rutted. The bars just about ripped out of my hand. And I said, oh, almost a disaster. Hey, kind of got on it for a straight a little bit. I remember, oh, there's a turn here. Cactus, be careful.
Little hot line. Do I remember that next one?
I don't think I remembered it. No.
Okay.
There's a little hot line there. Try to remember it next lap. But I won't, and I didn't. I don't think I did. Anyway.
Wasn't what I thought it was. Somebody's picture.
Yeah, I think what I was trying to say there was I confused that little spot with this spot where it's a little more straight and you can get on it. Came out of there, you know, before that left-hand corner, a little bit more on the gas than I probably should have, and I had to almost come to a stop to make the corner. A little jump. Looks like a friendly little jump, but I know me, I would have jumped right to the thick of those trees, the little trees there. That's dumb. Yeah,
Hold on.
it's like there's a guy behind me. I'm like, oh, hold on. He said something like, look at that, man. What a nice little hop through that thing. It's like, I need to learn how to do that. Saves so much time. It doesn't look it, but that's more off camera than it looks. Kind of slide to the bottom every time. Then try to remember, yep, stay to the left. Coming up to the wet, big ruts here, I think, in a second. That's what I'm telling myself. It's like, where are those big, nasty ruts? Well, I fooled myself. It's the rocky hill first. Swimming all over the place, just trying to get up this thing. And this time I'm telling myself, okay, I'm going to do the left. Because I think that's supposed to be, oh yeah. Once I see it, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely the right way to go. I wish I'd have done that in the first 2 laps. It's not like I flew down that, but at the least I would have blocked people from passing me. But now that nobody's in the way, I don't mind going up this a little speedier. Take it easy on this off. Downhill, off camber. Good stuff. Trying to drink water again, I think. Yeah, there's a big rut coming up. This is the squishy rut zone. Now I remember it, right? Here we go. I don't know which one's going to be the good one. You got to try to scan ahead. There's somebody stuck in it already.
Black.
I go, crap. Okay, just take the big one in the middle. Stay on the gas, and I made it. Thank goodness. I know there's a, there it is. Yeah, there's like a log you gotta hop over and then a ditch. Yeah, remember to not just come flying out of that mud rut, because there's some stuff that'll catch you. I should have been on the gas for this whole straight, but rut, but it's dug out now. This one's dug out now, so it's not nearly as bad as it was on the prior lap. Yeah, I hear a guy. He's trying to, know where I can go in the middle of all that crap, so I wait till I get out here and then I let him go. Kind of found his own line around anyway, but I did move over. Let the record show. Wound up clicking to third, and I'm still in third here, just like kind of riding the clutch a little bit. Which is, yeah, you can hear it. And I geared my bike tall. It's got a 15 tooth front and 47 rear, so I mean, if you know gearing, it's pretty tall. Because I got tired of the short gearing when I was constantly between gears. And yeah, this makes third pretty tall for these kind of slower, you know, my slower riding here, but second usually works out to be pretty good for most of it now. And I geared down to second for that little crossover, but now I think I'm right back into third. When I get tired towards the end of the race like this, I'll ride a gear high just because the bike is less snappy. I mean, it's obviously not the fast way to go, but by now at this point, whenever we have most of the way through lap 3, I'm just trying to kind of survive. And riding it in second with the snappier deliveries, that wears me out more. Crunch into that tree. Somebody back there, I think now. Yeah, there's definitely someone behind me. I think I move over here in a second. I can't remember. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Man, you gotta holler at me, dude. I mean, I can hear your bike, but if you don't say different class, then I don't know, you know, who you are. That are in a different class, and he obviously was, because he just disappeared. You know, but just make it unambiguous for me. Don't just expect me to think logically like, somebody's catching me. I should just let them go because they're probably in a different class. Well, you know, how do I know that? It could be that a fast guy from my class had a problem, was on the side of the trail, and then got going again and catches up to me. Like, just that guy right there. I don't know what class that guy was in, but stop there for a minute. Maybe he's just taking a break. Maybe he's going to get back on it and come flying around me. I have no idea. I don't think he does. I think he was there for a while. But could have happened, right? And remarkably enough, my lap times from second to third lap were really close. Feels like I'm going so much slower here, but I don't think we get all the way to the end of the lap in this video. I hear a guy. I'm trying to move around. I'm like, where is he? I heard him. There he goes. 4-stroke. I've said it before. Man, you can hear those guys so far away. It's hard to tell how close they are. So look at him. He's gone. But I can hear him from way back. I'm like, man, are you on top of me? I don't know, man. It turns out he wasn't quite on top of me. But oh, there it is. That's the inner stalled out. Oh man, that's gonna mess up my timing. Hopefully I can fix that. Almost ran into that little tree. So I think by now my front tire's going low. I'm getting really vague kind of feeling, and just I'm not expecting it to be the tire. I'm just chalking it up to me being tired, and it didn't occur to me until much later. I'm gonna check the pressure. There's the end of the video. All right, thanks for watching.